Hey everybody, thanks for watching. It's another edition of the Inner Tea Room. Today we're going to be brewing some of this Tai He Sun. Tai He Sun, which is a green oolong, Ah Li Shan high mountain green tea from Taiwan. When you order online, we typically send a 10-gram sample. Basically, you'll get this 10-gram sample. It has a little perforation here where you can tear it open, but I'm just going to cut it with some scissors here. I'm going to warm all of the teaware. I'm going to be using a 120 milliliter gaiwan. Now, it's not all the way to the top. If I fill it all the way to the top, it just becomes too hot to hold. So we fill it just to where it breaks and it starts to flare out. And I'm going to add 6 grams of tea. And I'm just going to eye it, but if you guys want, what you can do is use 2 heaping teaspoons, and that's going to be just about 6 grams. Now the amount of tea is up to you. You can use less or more. If you have a gaiwan with a base like this, you could pass this around for your guests to smell. Light floral notes, very delicate and appealing, and it's almost like a very aromatic green tea. Very clear green tea aroma. It was an amazingly skilled tea farmer, and he showed us several of his tea plantations, as well as one of them which had won the Best Tea in Taiwan award for all 1 year. I think it was 2006, 2005, 2006, 2 years running. He won Best Tea in Taiwan in the Best Tea in Taiwan competition. And so he was showing us his tea, that field that produced that tea. It was not a large field, it was maybe 1/4 of an acre. And in that field, there was also some other trees interspersed, and he was emphasizing the importance of growing tea and trees together. So there's sort of a symbiotic relationship. Some people prefer to grow ginkgo trees, and these trees I think were peach trees or some type of small fruit tree. A really fun thing about a gaiwan is that you can take a look inside, see how the leaf is unfurling. You can also give the leaves a little bit of a stir. There's 2 methods I like to use, and this will depend on the size of the gaiwan and your hand size. So one way what I'll do with one of these smaller gaiwans like this is I'll just pick it up with my right hand, and then I'll hand it to myself in my left hand. I'm left-handed, so typically most of my pouring is done with my left hand. If you're right-handed, you can switch everything around. You can put the kettle on your left side, and you can pour with your right hand. Now that 6 grams of tea, when I first put it in the gaiwan here, because it's tightly rolled tea, it only just barely covered the bottom of the gaiwan. And now we can see the tea is unfurled, and we have a pretty full gaiwan. It's not completely packed full, but it's a good amount of tea. That's just a beautiful aroma, a little bit of honey, and some really nice floral tones. Tai He is the area just north of Ah Li Shan, and now we can continue to steep and re-steep. Typically I would steep this tea about 6 to 10 times. Tai He is a very pristine natural wilderness that is on the northern face of Ah Li Shan. Ah Li Shan is a beautiful mountain. It's famous for a train ride that takes you up above the cloud line to watch the sunrise. Thus we have named this tea Tai He Sun. It was on a trip to Tai He that I was able to stay at the tea farm where this tea was produced, and I was able to get to know the farmer, as well as take a tour of all of the farms that this tea farmer was managing. If you have any questions about tea, go ahead and send them into our comment section, and we'll try to address them in a future video.